Hey, we're live.
Yes, I'm live.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Moriah Radio and also Moriah Television as well. This is Moriah Radio and Moriah Television. And you are listening to Inspiring Time with Juliet. I have a wonderful guest. I know a lot of people are into different things, they have interests um, different things in their lives, but I have someone that has a special interest in skincare. And we all know that looking after our skin is very, very important. We also know that looking after ourself also affects our emotional health. And we also know that looking well is part of the woman's duty to be able to look good within themselves and
Mhm.
also make sure that they're always keeping fit and not just the physical appearance and things like that, emotional appearance as well. They are looking after themselves. Today, I have a lady. She is the director of Three Sisters Hannah 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 Limited. Is it Three Sisters Hannah Limited? They are trading as Hanlocks at the moment. She's a registered nurse by background, and she is a law degree holder as well. This lady has worked in several capacities in different firms and companies and hospitals, voluntarily and non-voluntary as well. She is particularly interested in skin products, and hence the birth of Hanlock's beauty products recently launched by her. We're going to hear so much about her today, and we're going to look at the birthing. The topic of our discussion today is birthing a dream. Have you got any dream that you're still thinking about making it a reality? How do you birth this dream? And also, what are the challenges there? And also, how do you overcome these challenges? So, today, I am welcoming this wonderful lady, a lady of worth. Her name is Hannah Emery. Hannah, you're welcome to Inspiring Times with
Thank you
Julia.
very much, my sister. It's an honor to join you today. And I know we talked last month or the month before, and I couldn't because I was getting ready to get the Hanlock store to open. And by God's grace, here we are.
Mhm.
There's time for
Wonderful,
everything, and this is the
wonderful.
right time to be doing it. And I feel like I have got my mojo back and I've got my store back. Running.
Listen,
So
we're
thank
so
you very
pleased to
much.
have you. We're so pleased to have you in our show. I want just, I have introduced you. Please tell us a little bit more about yourself.
So originally, I some people will ask me, like sometimes patients will ask me, where are you from?
Mm,
Well, I'm from Ghana, and I've lived here in UK since 2008. By God's grace, my biggest achievement or accomplishment is being a mom of one. And I have studied, I've done the things that I enjoy doing, like gardening. And when I was pregnant with my son, the idea of starting my own beauty care came to mind. Already, I was working as a limited company contractor with the NHS. And when I decided I would really like to start my own business where I could be my own boss, I could work, and if I don't work, I don't get paid. And it will also give me some freedom to be able to have some time with my son. So the idea of starting it came then. And since then, it's kind of progressed. There was a time I stopped doing it. And I feel like someone would say, it's like I've fallen. Yes. But then when we fall, we've got to get up. So I decided to get myself back up again last year. Like I always say, when is the time is right,
Yeah.
emotionally, physically, mentally, economically, everything, I need to get back to where I stopped from.
Mm.
And with all that I have within me, thanks goodness to my mom, who I always look up to as a role model, I decided to go back again to start my beauty business. And that is what I did last year, towards last year, and then early this year. And some people will know me in different, either it's through work or through school or through the community, some of the things that I've done or I don't do. Some people say I don't talk much, but I do talk. It's only that it's got to come at the right time to be chatterbox or talkative, or in my language, you say catapolo to
So
talk.
how did this come to be then? The button of your business. What I know you did say that you wanted to do it because you wanted to make sure there is an income even when you're not working and all of that business. But there must have been something that triggered the dream. What triggered the dream for Handlocks in
Oh,
particular? What
I,
made you go
I,
into such
um,
business?
I did, someone would say, a self-assessment
Mm.
of myself, where I was and who I am and where I want to be. So last year, I kept thinking about why did I stop some of the dream that I had. I did a very thorough assessment. I
Mm.
attended programs. I listened to those people that were speaking. And it's like when I go to church, I don't go to church very often, but if I go into a church or a seminar or a program, what the speaker is saying, I listen and take every word in. It's like I'm not going to see this man or woman again. And I heard people that were talking. They inspired me. And then I went back to really listen to my role model that I had years ago when I was having a tough time when I first came here in the first few years. And that was Maya Angelou. I started listening to the audio again, repeating myself some of the things she reminded me of. And I was contemplating of going back again to school. And then I thought, no, not again. I have been paying my fees, working hard or doing stuff to help me from secondary school to college to university here. And I thought it's time for me to put school on hold. I can learn through life with the business. So, with all that I have learned over the years, the skills, the knowledge, the experience, and the people around me. I
Mm-hmm.
don't
Yeah.
talk much about my personal life, but I will just chip in. My partner was also someone who inspired me because he told me about how he started.
That is powerful. That is
Yes, how
absolutely
he
really
started.
powerful. So
Yes.
when
And
you started, is there any challenges then? Were there any challenges in starting?
oh,
Any
yes,
challenges? Yes. What are those
there
challenges?
was. Because One of the challenges I always say with business, even those who are already in it, once you plan or put your goals in place, how you are going to achieve it, the thing
Yes.
is the resource.
Yes.
The resource, the human resource you need, and the financial resource as well. So some of the challenges, it wasn't just the financial resource, it's the human resource. It's being able to think. You need a pool of people to
Mm.
be able to do it.
Yes,
And
you
like
do.
starting this business, it's beside the knowledge and the skills, it was about all the people that I needed, whether it's to do with sourcing with the product, asking questions how to get it online or the best product, how to get the pictures, or how to get the laboratory review. It was all the resources. And then coming back to even setting up the physical store.
Mm.
Once, say, the venue or the location is obtained, obviously it's like when you've bought a new house, you have to furnish it.
Mm.
You have to make it your home. So to make it my store, I have to need that resources. And that was the challenge. It got to a point where I felt like I wish my mom was here to be able to go back to advice
Mm.
or to do that. But luckily enough, again, I had my partner and I also had friends or people I met randomly. Someone would say strangers, that kind of helped.
Mm.
And you go back to all those resources and so I just need a bit of help or um, I just need support. Sometimes you ask, you get, and sometimes you won't get.
You don't get. So
You
what
don't
what
get
advice would you,
exactly.
what advice would you give to anyone that is starting a new business now, that is trying to, perhaps not a business, but wanting to birth a dream? What advice would you give them, having gone through all of these things that you talk about?
That they will need to put things on paper.
Right.
They've got
Right.
to write things down because you can't do something in a vacuum. You
Mm.
will forget. You become so stressed. You've got to write things down. Have that book or put yourself on a notepad or a list on your phone. What have I got to do? And then start ticking the boxes. Has that been done? Or what is the deadline? And they also need to surround themselves with people who are going to be their inspiration, their role model, the positive aspect. The last thing they want is the negativity because it's going to be a very challenging time, birthing it, just like labor, but you need somebody who say you are doing very well. Keep
Mm.
pushing, keep going. That is the kind of people you need to surround yourself with, whether it's family, whether it's friends, or as mentioned, the people you've lived with or church, and you've got to eliminate the negative part or those who are the naysayers or the pullers.
Mm. Mm.
If someone will say there is going to be constructive criticism or positive negative feedback to take on to help you grow, take it on.
Mm-hmm.
But those who are going to, I don't think you could do it or it's too difficult, or give you that negative vibe, that negative energy, you've got to ignore it.
You must be careful with the voice that you hear. and
Yes.
is applicable in all that we do. The voice
Yes.
that you hear is very, very important if it's going to make you on okay, or not make you basically. So that is
Yes.
very crucial from what you're saying, Hannah. So
Yes. Please.
Handlocks has now launched,
Mhm.
and I was just wondering what is the bigger dream?
Oops. Sorry, darling.
What is the
My Let me put it with the dog outside. Just a minute.
okay? So at the
It's
moment,
you know
Nana is
it's
sorting out,
mommywood.
sorting out the son.
Motherhood. I think we get with being a mom. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so
We can't even have an
I just
interview in
sorted.
Jesus' name in peace.
Are they sorted out the same? Are they sorted now? Are they safe?
Yes,
Yeah.
they are. I passed them to go outside.
Okay, brilliant. We just, I'm just so mindful about the time. I want us to now talk about the launch of Handlocks. What did you take from the launch of Handlocks? What is the dream now for Handlocks?
That this is just the beginning or the start.
Aha. I
And
love that.
just like the beginning of everything, it's going to be tough.
Mm,
I know with God, everything is possible. And that day, the prayers, the people that came, the goal is not going to end there and it's going to grow. It's not going to be just one store, it's going to be more than that. Whether I'm still
absolutely.
here or I'm not, it won't just be just the one. And
Mm,
I know
wow.
that
Wow.
because God's hand is in it. And how it started, I said, if I didn't end up going with malaria or severe complications of malaria in Africa, I didn't end up dying in mom's womb or by not, you know, being able to go through serious incident.
Mm,
I know it's going to go far with
yeah.
hard work. And the
Yes.
goal is to grow it into not just one store, but with the help of others, is going to grow more than one and to have
Absolutely.
employees or more employees. Yes, that's
Wow.
the
Wow.
dream.
Wow. 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 I see you succeeding. In fact, you've succeeded already because you've taken that first step of starting this business. Now, you must have learned something from starting, from betting your dream and, making sure that it's being managed and promoted like that. What are the principles? What do you think what principles should people adopt when they are starting something new or when they are beginning something, whatever it is? What principles should people adapt?
One is to stick with the gut instinct.
Mm,
Stick with the gut instinct. Your instinct tells you something is right. What keeps you awake? What makes you keep dreaming? But those things you cannot see yourself, whether it's to build something,
mm,
start something, go to school, or improve something that is already started. It's just the principle I'm going to stick with my gut instinct.
just
So you
stick
start with your
to.
gut instinct. This is going to work.
Mm-hmm,
And the
mm-hmm,
next principle is it's going to be difficult.
mm.
It's going to need a lot of work, and I have to put in the work to be able to see the results.
So it's about commitment. About
Yes.
committing to
About
something,
committing to
sticking to it.
something.
Yes, yes.
You don't
Wonderful.
stop. And once you've started like a fire, you have to
Mm,
keep at it to make it continue to burn or continue to see the flame.
mhm.
You've got to commit to it and you've got to keep working hard at it. And
That's
also,
wonderful.
one of the principles is to also stay humble.
Mm,
And I ask God, God, you've got to help me to stay humble, to stay cool,
very important.
and to
Yeah.
know no matter how I go, I'm going to use this work, whether
Mhm.
it will change somebody's appearance to make them feel better about themselves, or for even if it's a gift for someone that somebody's buying for, to put that smile on their face, or whether it's an award that I'll be winning, whatever it will come through, or
Yeah.
however high I go, is going to be stay humble to my beginnings. Stay
Wow. That is
how
wonderful.
yes.
That is wonderful. Among all your products, which one do you prefer? Which one do you
Well,
like the best?
the one that I like most so far is the vitamin C. I
Okay.
do because
Okay.
what it contains, the natural ingredients that it contains, beside that, this vitamin C, the hyaluronic acid, and the amino acid, I said I could see a difference in my skin, on my face, and around my neck. And I just love it. I really
Wow.
love it. Yeah.
What made you go into skin products? Skin products. You could have
Yes.
gone into any other kind of business, Hannah. You could have done anything whatsoever, but you went into skin products.
Yes. Well, I'll say I've sold soaps before as a
Right.
child. I've
Right.
sold food items as well. But my mom always used to say, if you sell something good, somebody will buy it. And what is used every day, somebody will buy it. We use food every day.
Mm,
We use skincare products every day. It's so unrare for somebody to go in 24 hours without any food or any skincare product. And um, the high usage. And beside also that, I just thought I love makeup. It was religion, that kind of my religious denomination, that kind of made me held back.
mm.
But once I kind of stayed true to myself and what I believed in, I just thought, I'm going to be me. I've got to love it and I've got to use it. And I've got to
Got
show
to be,
people
you
how
got,
to also
you got to be
use it.
yourself. You
Yes,
don't hide under people and what they think and what they feel. You have to
yes,
be yourself. I'm glad you are yourself, Hannah. And I'm glad you've come out of your shelf. And I'm glad you've launched a wonderful skin product, which I have used as well. I
yeah,
bought some. So this is why I asked you the question, which one do you prefer? I think I love the vitamin C one as well, the moisturizer, the three
yeah.
pack lip gloss. So I think I love those as well. Please, please keep at it. And how can people access hand knocks?
Um,
We're
well,
going to put
through
the
our
website.
online website,
Yeah,
the
we're gonna put it.
handlocks.co.uk,
Yes.
they can come through the shop in Build. I know it's very far away to people who don't live in our county, but
But it's in
in
on
Build,
Amazon, isn't it?
and is also on amazon.co.uk. So those who are Prime members, for example, they can order something and within 24 hours, if, whether it's the vitamin C or the bath set, it will be delivered to them the next day through Amazon.
That's wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. What is your last word to anyone watching us and they are thinking of starting either a business or a new course, do a module in the university, or start a new job or a new role somewhere? What advice would you give them?
They have got to learn. When we were brought into this world, we were like a tablet without nothing. We were blank slate.
Hmm.
We learn how to crawl, we learn how to walk, how to eat, do things ourselves. The same with when we get to adult age, we should continue learning. Formal education is fine, but informal education is also very, very important. And I mentioned about my partner. Learning is so important. These days, you can learn through the internet. I said University of YouTube or the University of Google.
Hmm.
They are
So
different
it's not
things.
all bad things that comes out of internet. Good things comes out of it too.
They are good things, very good things,
Okay.
very, very good things. And they have got to learn. You can follow the bad things or be on, say, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook without realizing you've been there for hours.
Mm.
What are you learning? If you
Yeah.
are in school, that science course, that sociology, biology, is there is a group there where you can learn from them. The experts, the biology teachers are there, they've got a group you may not know. Go to YouTube. That maths teacher, go to Google. They are courses. Some of them are free, some of them you have to pay. If you could get it for free, why pay? So we have got to learn. We have got to learn, and we've got to use now. We're in a digital age, not just classroom. Learn from the people who have done it. Sometimes I follow, for example, Elon Musk, the women who have struggled to be where they are. I want to listen to them, how they manage, like Elon Musk's mother, her book. Just read a little bit about it or look to their stories. But we have got to learn. I know it's difficult sometimes for us to be reading some of the things online because we may get distracted. There will be a pop up or an ad and it may take us in. But we've got to learn. It's so important because that is how I managed to get some of the skills that I have used to start this business. Because
That's
I
wonderful.
wouldn't have been able to, for example, do the Amazon one. Amazon have got Amazon University. You can type in Google now. Yes, they have.
Mhm.
How to get onto their, their channel. They've got it there. They've got the
Wonderful.
experts who will tell you, before you learn this or that, you've got to pay me or you've got to subscribe. And you've also got the others mentioned, the other groups, whether it's
Mhm.
on Facebook or through other channels. We
Wonderful.
we
That's
have
great.
got to learn. Whoever wants to do something, please, we should not stop learning because that is how we got to being able to wash ourselves, eat. We learned so many things as babies. As adults, we have to keep learning.
Mm,
Yes.
wonderful. Do your research. They say do your research before you go into any kind of endeavor, be it business, be it jobs, be it a
Yes.
new role, whatever it is, a new training, whatever it is that you want to do your research first before you go into
Yes.
it. Wonderful, 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 Hannah. Look, I am so pleased and I'm so happy that you came onto my show, and I wish you well. I see you succeed, and I'm just going to be watching, and I'm going to be praying for you. I'm going to be making sure that if you need someone to speak to, or you're pat on the back, someone to pat you on the back, I'm here. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes.
much for
And you
coming.
have been very inspiring, my lady, because I look up to you and other women, and I just thought, how is it possible you can do so much things at once, like
It's God.
multitasking?
It's
Uh,
God. It's God.
that is the woman I want to be following because it seems impossible, but she's able to manage. So you are
Right.
very inspiring, Juliet, and thank you and the team for asking me to be, part of
In a
today's
pleasure.
program in Mount Moriah. Really, really privileged to have that
Wonderful.
honor.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you ever so much for coming. And like I said, we'll keep in touch. And I want to say thank you so much, all my viewers and listeners, those that are joining us on the radio and those that are actually watching us on, live on TV. We want to say thank you so much, and on YouTube as well. Those that follow us on YouTube, please do subscribe, like us, comment, and go ahead and
Yes.
do all those comments, and we just love it. Keep it coming. Thank you so much, Hannah, again, and God bless you. Take care. All the best.
You
Thank you.
too. Take
Bye
care,
bye.
Pastor. Bye bye. Bye.